For more on the PM's trip to D.C., we're joined by Mark Critch. He's the host of This Hour Has 22 Minutes and is traveling with the Prime Minister. And we reached him at the Mayflower Hotel in Washington, so you've been following the Prime Minister's every move in Washington, Mark. But there's nothing funny here, right? There's no potential for any comedy, right?
I think wherever our Prime Minister goes, there's always some comedy. It's fascinating to watch it, because we as Canadians, we get so excited when America notices at all. And so it is interesting when you're there and you see the two of them bromancing it up, If I was Sophie, I'd be a little worried because it's getting quite hot and heavy at times. It's interesting, though, for Mr. Trudeau going to the White House because he can't really return the favor because the house the Prime Minister supposedly lives in is condemned. So that's awkward. And of course, the White House is on the market, and the guy who wants to buy it has deep pockets and he wants to put a big offer in it. So all this could change very quickly if Mr. Trump comes in.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so you've shared a few of the great behind-the-scenes moments on your Twitter feed. Do you have any highlights?
I got to come here on the PM's plane. That was very cool, I must say. And we touched on the tarmac. We came in, saw all the kids there waiting for the Prime Minister. Got to go to the White House again, which is always it feels very strange to me. I always am excited to be at the White House, yet worried that security clearly isn't good enough. We got to go to the Rose Garden. I got to sit like in a row behind Peter Mansbridge in the Rose Garden. So that was amazing. And just seeing the pomp and a ceremony that happens when there's a state visit. You will see it on TV and it's all fine and dandy and it's impressive. But when you're there and you're on the lawn of the White House, it's very impressive. I mean, Justin hasn't seen that much grass since college. It was very, very exciting.
All right. So you mentioned the bromance. So what do you think's going on here? Describe this love that we're seeing between these two leaders.
It's very interesting. It's almost like he wants to adopt him. I think Obama's kind of like, it's like, oh, I heard your father passed away. Do you need this place to stay? Because we've got an extra room. It'd be it's like Fuller House. They could all move into the White House together, I think. We could become one big happy country all together. It's very interesting. It's neat to see people down here because people might not be aware it's happening. They're just walking down the street. They're like, what's the car for? Oh, Justin's here. Oh, is it Bieber? No, Trudeau. Who's that? He's like Canada's king. Oh, real? Oh, he's hot, right? And then they kind of go and they know him. They know of him. They may not, know everything about him, and they're very interested. So, these are things, worries Harper might not have had, crowds and things like that. So it's interesting to see. It kind of reminds me of when Toronto got those two new pandas at the zoo. The crowds come and everybody gets big, go, look at them, they're adorable. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Now you have to go back to your colder climate because you'll die down here if you stay. It's too hot for you. So that's basically the mood in Washington.
Well, speaking of hot, Mark, you must also be kind of paying attention to this election campaign that's going down in the U.S. There must be just no opportunity for comedy there either, right?
Oh, no, Mr. Trump. It's interesting because he says he will not build a border, a wall between Canada and the U.S., which kind of, it's comforting, but it also makes me kind of feel like, really? You don't think we're a threat at all? It's kind of sad that way. But, maybe Trudeau will if the people, you want to get people back working again in Canada and the oil sectors. Maybe we could build our own little wall, or at least a little fence. Maybe some shrubs, some roses would be nice, something just to show we care.
Some grass? All right, Mark, thank you very much.
Grass, yeah, there you go.
Mark Critch is the host of This Hour Has 22 Minutes. We reached him in Washington.